So you're wondering how to clear the House of Bones without any damage? Well, let me show you how. I'm really excited for this one because there's like a gazillion of enemies here and they're all fun to kill. So first, the thing I need to tell you is about my weapons. I have only upgraded the silent weapons, so the Mimir Needle Pistol, crossbow, and the ancient weapons. I have enough weapon parts to upgrade the Reaper, but I'm not gonna do it because you can get an absolutely amazing weapon. I'm not gonna tell you what it is until we get there. Not yet. I need to talk to you about other attachments that I've given to my weapons. The Mimir Needle Pistol on Borman has a 10% critical hit chance and +1 additional crit chance. So this, and he is also wearing Kiss Me Quick hat, which means you get +20% critical chance when hidden. So with the Borman I can get to something like 40, sometimes even 50% of a critical chance within one hit, which is huge. On Dax, we have added weapon range, a chance to knock back enemies on the sound weapon, and on Selma we have a chance to disable robotic enemies. This is important, we might use that. Okay, so the first thing is I took the left stairs, by the way, not the right one, and I got here to this like playground, whatever it is. You can see a Marauder there. There's also a Sick Butcher moving back and forth. You can see him coming now. So you want to kill the Marauder first, but you need to wait for the Sick Butcher to go away so that he's not within range. We're gonna wait for that. Okay, now that the Sick Butcher is out of range, we can attack. I've also moved Borman a bit closer in case you didn't notice that. So we only have a 75% shot from here with the Borman, which is not great. But I guess it's fine. We have a 100% shot from here, so let's start with Ducks. And we got a critical hit, so we don't even need to use Borman. But we will. Well, we could have. And we're gonna shoot with Marauder, but I just want to show you that if you had Borman, you could just move well, I don't know. Well, I guess we would have a 75% shot, which is good enough. I think I'm just gonna use him. Yeah, shoot him. So, if we didn't have critical hit, then the last shot would have been Selma. Next thing you want to do is you want to fight this other Sick Butcher, so just make sure that everybody's following you. And that you can get kind of like close enough, I don't know. Like now maybe. And we'll just straight up attack him. So let's move towards there. And see, we get a 40% crit chance from that position with Gorman. Now we don't need the crit chance for this fight, but it's going to be very important later. See? It's just really, really good. That's why I like to put it to Borman and give it. You can put it on somebody else, but I just like to have it on Borman. Also, as you notice, we like put the enemy on fire. That can also be pretty important later, but not for this fight. Now, when you move closer, you're gonna see. Okay, when we move inside, actually, you're gonna see these two red thingies over there. These people are on top of the building, so you can run here freely. You're not gonna get hurt because they're on top of you, so they cannot. Well, on top of the building, so they cannot see you. Let me just get the dropping down. Okay, now I'm gonna show you what the gazillion of all enemies are. Okay. Now you can see a Medbot, a Sect Pyro, Sect Hunter, and over there is Brother Scoop. And there's also a few enemies walking back and forth here. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, a Sick Butcher. Again, you could kill the Sick Butcher now, but we want to make sure that we can revive our abilities. So the next enemy we're going to fight is the Medbot, and for that we're going to need a mutation. So I'm going to show you. We're going to take this Circuit Breaker mutation on Ducks. So let's take it. An important point with mutation is that if you switch the Skull Splitter for the Circuit Breaker, then you use the Circuit Breaker and you switch back, you can immediately use the Skull Splitter. So the recharging counts for each mutation separately, not for the minor mutations together. So that's pretty important. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to attack the Medbot. The Pyro only has a range up to there, so you don't need to worry about it. Just make sure you're not standing too close. So let's go like this. Now, first thing I'm gonna do is actually I'm not gonna disable him immediately. Instead, I'm gonna use Selma, and I'm gonna move her to somewhere where she has 100% shot, like there, or just there. And I'm gonna use her to shoot, and the reason for that is she has a chance of disabling robotic enemies. So if she does that, we don't need to use that ability, but we can, but we don't need to. And she disabled him, which is perfect. So now I don't need to use the circuit breaker. So this is important. This is why I want to be careful, like watch out for the mutations and really use them up, because they can help you a lot. So let's move Borman here, because he's going to have a 55% chance for a crit chance. And we're going to shoot. Nice. And finally we're going to move Duck somewhere like there and just shoot. We don't need to do the circuit breaker now, so we'll just shoot regularly. Shoot, please. Nice. He's disabled, so he's not going to be able to do anything at all. And the other enemies don't see us, so that's fine. So again, we'll just reload with Ducks. Do it again. Perfect. And we can use I don't know, Selma. She cannot finish it off because she's only going to do 3 damage. That's okay. We'll finish it off with the bombing. Nice. Headboard is dead. And we didn't even need to use any of our abilities, which is perfect. Let me make sure that everybody's following me. Next up, we're going to kill this Pyro. For that, you gotta make sure that the Vertiskog is far enough, and that, who is that? That guy over there is, yeah, Vertiskog is currently too close, so that's not gonna work. But once he moves far enough away, we should be fine. Man, move as closer to the stone as you can, and then you gotta make sure that Dax has this. You switch the circuit breaker back towards the skull splitter. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna Vertiskog is far enough, so we can just attack. You're gonna place Borman towards this stone, so it has a 40% crit chance. Then you're gonna hit the Pyro. If you don't make it, that's why you need the skull splitter, so that we can use it on attacks. So let's shoot. Nice, we got a critical hit, so we don't need to worry about the skull splitter. If you couldn't get a critical hit, don't worry about it. Just use the skull splitter. We're gonna move Dax, I don't know, maybe there. I want to make sure that he's far enough so Selma can get a 100% shot as well. Actually, you know what, let's use Selma first, just to make sure. Okay, we'll place her there. Just to make sure, because you can always just use the skull splitter if necessary. I want to be certain. Okay, perfect, so I can just use a regular shot with Dax alone. Nice.
Now that was a good kill.
Now they still haven't noticed us, which is important. Next up, you're gonna want to kill that Sect Hunter. Now, in order to do that, first of all, the Sect Butcher has to go away, but you can just wait for that, that's fine. And then you're gonna make sure that Vertiskog is moving away as well. So the Sect Butcher is gone, that's perfectly fine. You need to wait for Vertiskog. Actually, it's probably better if you just go from behind here. Gonna be a little easier to attack him. Okay, Vertiskog is leaving, so I think we can do it right now. As usual, and now actually we still have the skull splitter, so we can keep trying to do the crit chance with the Borman. If you had to use the skull splitter before, don't be afraid to use the twitch shot here, for example. Like, get the Borman here, use the twitch shot to kill him. But we don't need to do that right now because we still have that skull splitter. So let me just move a Borman here. I have a 40% crit chance. But you can just use these different abilities, don't be afraid of that. Shoot him. Still get a crit chance, perfect. Then we're gonna move Dax over there. Now let's go with Selma first. Selma, let's go there. And she's gonna shoot, oh, I don't know if I told you that there's a Sect Butcher over there as well, if I didn't, well. There's a Sect Butcher over there. And then we're gonna move Dax, I don't know, here, doesn't really matter where, and just finish him off. So far we've been really lucky that we didn't really need to use our abilities. because we got some really good crit chances, but we could have, I mean, even we could have used the circuit breaker on the medbot, then on the second, on the pyro, we would have used the skull splitter, and then here we would have used the twitch shot, and by this time we would already be able to use the circuit breaker again. And now, because we haven't used any of our abilities, I don't need to fight the Marauder, and I can actually go up on top of this building and fight the two guys over there. If you had to use all of your abilities, if you had to use both the twitch shot and the skull splitter, everything except the hog rush, I guess, then fight the Marauder first. But we don't need to do that, so we'll just go here. You have a Sect Pyro and a Sect Hunter. So Sect Hunter is moving, so we're gonna ignore him for the moment and start with the Sect Pyro. Again, doesn't matter really which one you use, just whichever one you want. Okay, the Sect Hunter is moving, so let me get my guys a bit closer here to the Sect Pyro, and we're gonna attack now that the Sect Hunter is outside of the range. As usual, we'll start with Borman and try to get a critical shot. 55% chance. And again, if you can use a critical shot, you shot the Marauder, so at this point you will have whatever ability you used on the first enemy after the medbot. So if there you use the Skull Splitter, for example, you can use it now again, or if you use the twitch shot, you can use it now again. We didn't need either one of these, so we're still fine. Again, we got a critical hit, and just make sure that you're using the modification as I am, or similar to that, because it's really gonna help. Let's move him here, Ducks. Use this. And finally we can kill him off with some. I don't want to move too close because when he blows up, I don't want him to like hit me with his fire. So shoot him off. Nice. He's dead.
Bye. Call me.
And again, if you had to use, for example, the Skull Splitter here, the same thing that you used for the enemy after the medbot, at this point, whatever ability you had used for the enemy after the medbot, the one that we fought down here on the right, the Pyro, you can use the same ability here because you already killed 3 enemies since then if you fought the Marauder in between going up here. So you can use that. We're gonna attack him now. Do we want to use Borman and try? Yeah, we cannot. Okay, so we cannot do a hidden shot from here. It's actually not a... So we're gonna step over there, take the 100% shot. Where's our crit chance here? Still 55%, okay. I guess we'll do it then. You can always... Well, wait. Can Dax get to a position where he has a 100% shot from? Yes, he can. Okay, so we'll try it with Borman. If we can't do it, we'll use the Skull Splitter. Critical hit as usual. We can move Dax there. Okay. So you can use the abilities. Like I said, it will work out. If you follow the Marauder in between, it's gonna be fine. I don't need to do that because Borman just keeps giving me critical hits, which is great. And he'll probably give you a lot of critical hits too. I mean, 55% chance or 40% chance, it's pretty big. So we got lucky in this one, but it's a great thing. Oh, I want to show you one thing. I have noticed the reason why I said that don't upgrade the Gaper if you haven't done it yet is this. You can get a weapon that's called, wait for it, Boomstick, and does 8 damage. 8 damage, that's absolutely huge. You might use it against Skog. I haven't decided yet, so we'll see. Anyway, you can move your guys here, and then I want to show you some more enemies here. There is Sick Butcher walking back and forth somewhere here. I don't know why I don't see him yet. He should be there. There should be somebody there. Yeah, Sick Butcher, you can see him now. You could try to kill him from the windows. It's possible, but I think it's just easier to just go down there. Now, if you had to use some ability here, for example, Skull Splitter, that means you don't have it available. So what you want to do now is kill some like easier enemies to do it. So, for example, kill that Sick Butcher over there. Now, we still haven't killed this Marauder that's walking back and forth here, so we're gonna do it right now. Now. But you might have had to do it before, I don't know, it depends on where you've been. We can just, he only has HP of 12, so we can just shoot him from, just regularly, not worry about anything. So shoot.
All you got?
Then we're gonna use Borman, from here. And shoot. And finally we're gonna take ducks to finish him off. Over there. Perfect.
Gotcha. You finally figured out how to use that thing?
Next up we're gonna kill that sec butcher that we were just looking at from the building. So let's move towards him. Should be somewhere in this direction.
Holy ancient's power.
Where are you, man? Where's the building? Oh, the building's over there. So.
For the ritual sacrifice.
Did I mess up where I was moving? Oh, I think it was here. Yes. Good. Just gotta find him and kill him. Can you get everybody? You can just attack him here.
These signs are a lovely touch.
Let me move ducks, I don't know, over there. Shoot him up.
Now it's getting fun.
Then we're gonna move Selma. Ooh, she only has a 25% shot from there. Why? How about here then? Or here? 75, 75. So let's move her there. She has 100% shot from there. Shoot. Oh, shoot. Ooh, I accidentally moved again. That would be bad. Take Borman and shoot from there.
Yeah! You did good.
Now, if you hadn't killed the Marauder before you went up the stairs, you would have done it like I did, and you would have had all your abilities by now. If you... Oh, there's another sec butcher here. If you
Follow me.
had to kill him, then now you can kill the sec butcher, and then all your abilities would revive again. So let's do it. I'll try to use the crit chance, but it really doesn't matter because you just need 3 regular silent shots to kill this person. See, we didn't get him now, so that's good. We'll move ducks here and shoot him again. And we're gonna finish it off with done. But this 40% chance of a crit chance with Borman is really huge. Definitely wanna take advantage of that if you can.
Stone cold.
You could potentially give it all to Selma and make it work on Selma, but I just picked Borman. And the advantage of Selma would be that we are not really using her abilities for this fight anyway, so because the problem with the Borman is that every time we like shoot with him to hope for the crit chance, we are unable to use the twitch shot from him, for example, so you can kind of try it out. And so you can only try the crit chance if you haven't used the scut, but if you have the next, then you have to use the twitch shot. If you had to use some of the abilities up on the stairs or something else that hasn't been revived yet, you're going to kill this sec butcher first. We're going to do it anyways, but then after killing the sec butcher, you can be certain that you have all your abilities. The problem with the sect hunter is the fact that he's just outside of the range of Brother Scott. So the problem here is the fact that if you, for example, knock him back just a little bit, which Borman's weapon does, he will notify Brother Scott. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that Borman is standing in front of the car, and then okay, we're going to wait. So this should be fine. We're going to use Borman actually move right here. And then when he's gonna hit the butcher, he's gonna fall over in that direction and not notify Brother Scott. This is really rough though. I'm gonna shoot now. Okay, so it didn't knock him back, but if it did, it would have knocked him back in the right direction. Then we can use Dax to move here, and we'll shoot. silently. And finally, we're going to use Selma. Move her. You cannot move on top of the car. Okay, we're going to move her there and shoot. And this hasn't. Whoa, 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 whoa! Everybody, follow me! Follow me! Follow me! Follow me! Hurry! Hurry up! Whew. And you gotta be really, really careful about that, because this might seem like, yeah, why don't you just kill him like it nothing happened? Well, if he just, I have tried this, and if he just falls out a little bit further there, Bertha is gonna notice. So you really have to be careful about your positioning, otherwise you're in a world of trouble. Okay, now that we successfully did this, let's make sure that we stop everyone from hiding, and we're gonna move to attack Brother Scott. Now, first thing that we want to do is, before we attack, we want to make sure that we switch the Gaper for the boomstick. We want to do way more damage with a Borman. Okay. Oh, and one more thing, since we're switching this, we can actually switch, for example, this Skater Gun for the Gaper, so that Dax can do a bit more damage as well. With the non-silent weapon, we're going to switch to non-silent weapons because we've killed all the enemies, so we can just like go to town with this one. I'm just waiting till Butterscotch moves to the other side so that I can move Borman a little bit closer. Let me just fast forward that for you so you don't have to wait. Okay, Butterscotch is coming back and we're gonna attack him right now. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use Borman and Hog Rush him. I really want to make sure that he's not gonna hit me for the next turn, so let's do that. Then we're gonna use Dax. Move him somewhere where we get 100% shot, which is here. And we're going to switch our weapon to the Gaper, so it does 6 damage minus the armor, so it's actually just 4 damage, but it's still fine. And we're going to shoot. Nice. Knocked him back a little, so it's going to be a little for Selma, but it's okay. She can move to here, for example. Both of her weapons do damage of, well, this thing only does 4, but the ancient weapon does 5. So we'll move her here and just shoot. That's fine. Now, for our next turn, because he's unable to do anything, first thing we're going to do is we're going to use a Twitch shot with Borman. We're going to switch the weapon to the boomsticks, and we can do 16, well, 6 is, like, 8 is the damage, but 2 is the armor, so 6 for like 1 shot, so that would be a 12 shot, and then we can finish it out with Selma and Dax in this turn. However, as you can see, the enemy will not be able to move for another turn, so you don't necessarily need to use the Twitch shot, because the Hogger is going to take care of that. He will not be able to move the next one, so you can just use the boomstick to do a damage of 6, and then these two are going to do a damage of 3 with Selma and 4 with Dax, and then next turn we can finish them off. But I'm gonna use this ability anyways, just because I want to. Well, actually, you know what? Actually, no. You know what? Let's not waste it. I was gonna show you because I think it's cool, but let's not be wasteful. No need to be wasteful. So let's just shoot him. 6 damage. He has 11 left. We're gonna move Dax somewhere close, like here. Shoot him. I just regularly shoot him. Yeah, that's okay. Now, he cannot do anything still. Oh, we still have a Selma. Okay, I forgot about her. Sorry. Let me reload first, so the next time she has enough stuff, and then shoot. Still not gonna be able to do anything. Now we can just kill him off with, well, not with Selma because she doesn't do enough damage, but with Dex, for example. You can reload and just finish him off. Like I said, if you want to kill him 1 turn quicker, use the... He just fell out of his armor. Okay, he's back. There was a twitch in the game. Never mind. If you want to kill him 1 turn quicker, use the Twitch shot. It's possible, but I mean, it's not necessary. So like I said, let's not be wasteful. Okay, so this is how you clear the House of Bones, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, write down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.